Hello, guys.
Hello guys, welcome to PitchingInLine. We have our winners IPL 2020 season. It's been Mumbai Indians who have thoroughly deserved it. Uh, there has been this team which has dominated throughout the tournament. It wasn't like they faced any situation. It wasn't like they were had this slumps in between. In fact, they only lost. They never lost two matches in a row. That shows their form and everything. So, do you think they are the deserving winners?
No doubt, they are deserving winners, and the way they played, uh, especially after the first match when they lost against CSK in the first match of the tournament, I think they have picked themselves up and they have played with the purpose. And they are the team which haven't tinkered too much up on their playing combinations. Everything was settled apart from here and there. They had Rohit Sharma injured. They had to bring Saurabh Tiwari, Ishan Kishan. Those kind of changes were made. But other than that, I don't think I didn't do any kind of changes. So they were settled. So that's the main reason why they have played so consistent cricket, and the hunger is also evident in the way they play. Even though they won their fifth trophy yesterday, but the excitement which they are showing is like they have won their first trophy. So it's that kind of
Yes.
performance from them.
Yes. So we'll talk about the finals. Toss was won by Delhi, and as we expected, they chose to bat first.
Yeah,
But it seemed like repeat of qualifier one.
correct.
Now again, Trent Bolt came in. He bowled exceptionally well in the power play.
Hmm.
First ball wicket again. He took a first ball wicket.
Yeah.
And we actually spoke about it in the previous video as well.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
Stoinis was dropped. If
Hmm.
what would be the scenario if he wasn't dropped? So that exactly happened here, and to cut him some slack, that was a very good delivery as well.
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Hmm.
think Stoinis was already, I think he decided something in his mind to play some kind of a shot, and when the ball wasn't pitched up front, he got himself into a strangled position.
Yeah.
So that wicket kind of literally tilted everything. From that side,
Hmm.
from from the first ball itself, Mumbai started keeping that pressure on Delhi,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
they dominated it. Throughout the match, they dominated it. We
Yeah.
have seen a completely one-sided final.
Yeah.
But what about Trent Bolt? He has been exceptional this
Hmm.
season.
Hmm.
He has took 15 wickets in the power play,
Hmm.
and he's an ex-Delhi player. Last
Y-
season, he was playing for Delhi Capitals.
Yeah.
Delhi Capitals literally traded him to Mumbai,
Hmm.
and he was the one who wreaked havoc in the qualifier one and in the finals as well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Still, I don't understand why was that happened. Your player like Trent Bolt is traded
Mhm.
out of your team. But yeah, again, see that's the difference between the two teams, right? You have seen Trent Bolt. They know that he's the one who was given that job of picking the wickets in the power play. So you are telling him to attack in the power play and take, and he's delivering it for you. And what I just failed to understand the whole tournament, that even the Rabada like is the prime bowler for Delhi Capitals. So why he isn't used too much in the power play? He's always just bowls one over, then he comes at the death. Unless there is some partnership in the middle, he has to come and bowl those 12th or 13th over at that point of time. I was like thinking, why shouldn't he bowl 3 overs at a stretch? I don't see anything wrong in that. So if he is your wicket
I
taker,
mean,
then he must come and attack. That's what I feel personally. And
3 hours at a stretch is kind of difficult because he's also the death bowler as well. But I would have at least given him 2 hours.
mm,
But there was something, man. I mean, I felt Delhi Capitals were no way in the contest.
mm, mm,
By 16th over, when
mm,
16 overs was finished,
mm,
you had 5 hours of Rabada and Nokia
mm, mm,
still
mm,
left. five
mm,
hours of Rabada and Nokia. And if you actually see the calculation also,
mm,
Nokia wouldn't have finished 4 overs.
mm,
Those
mm,
were your two best bowlers. I understand that they were taken apart in the power play,
Mm-hmm.
but you have no other choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's they are your bank bowlers, they
Yeah.
are your wicket taking bowlers, and
Mm-hmm.
they did pick up few wickets at
Yeah.
the end. I know
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't really matter at that time, and Mumbai also were little complacent, but
Mm.
still they managed to take some wickets. That was something out of logic for me, because you have two people who has performed consistently. They have taken 50 wickets together in this season, and when you're not defending a big score, because
Yeah.
they first of all the total was below par.
Correct.
150 on that kind of pitch was never going to be an issue. You
Mm.
got to make a match out of it by
Yeah.
bowling your best bowlers up front.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the time you bought Rabada and Nokia, it was already done.
Already over. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. No, like even say this match, this match was like different, but the whole tournament, if we have seen, many occasions, Rabada is mostly seen bowling in the death over. He just bowls at 1 over in that power play. People may argue that Mumbai Indians also does the same thing with Bumrah, but again, Bumrah they have bowled, they have bowled,
Hmm.
and they have different kind of bowling options they can go with, and they have each plan. Each they have each batsman in mind, and they know who to
Hmm.
bowl at that point of time. So they have the strategic plan and they work out accordingly. But Delhi
Hmm.
Capitals, when you have your, especially yesterday, when you are defending that low total, you go have to play your cards wisely, right? And okay, opening with Ashwin was a good idea, but I thought Praveen Dubey was brought in. At that point of time, giving Praveen Dubey a go, I don't think that was a wise idea. And Rohit Sharma, of course, he took over it.
Yeah.
In that situation, a final match, you have to trust your experienced bowler. Last time also we saw, when Malinga was clobbered by Shane Watson and
Hmm.
Duplessis the previous final, but he was still trusted and he bowled the final over. Like that is the kind of trust you have to show to your strike bowler, because Rabada, we know the potential of him. So you need to
Hmm.
use him wisely to attack, because you don't have
Yeah,
any
I mean,
option.
yes, rightly so. And Iyer actually gave him 1 over in between, and Rabada was expensive in that over. And he immediately retorted back to giving to spinners, where he
Hmm.
became, I think he wanted to see more of dot balls, more economical overs. But
Hmm.
when you're defending 150, the only way to defeat MI in that kind of form is only by taking wickets.
Hmm.
And SRH has actually shown that you can defend that batting lineup for 150.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, and one more thing is with MI, right? They have a third pacer. I mean, now Nathan Coulter-Nine wasn't so effective, but in starting you had Pattinson
Yeah.
who was supporting Bolton Bumrah very well, and Delhi
Hmm.
kind of
Hmm.
lacked that third bowler.
Yeah.
No, they didn't
That.
have the third. They struggled with Harshal Patel. Then they went to Tushar Deshpande.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Probably Ishant Sharma would have been nice.
Yeah.
Or even for that fact, if they would have actually retained Trent Bolt.
Hmm.
Even I was very disappointed when I got to know, they're trading it to Mumbai.
Hmm. Hmm.
See, I know Rabada is your first choice bowler.
Hmm. Hmm.
If
Hmm.
in case if he gets
Hmm.
injured,
Hmm.
you can always keep Trent Bolt as your backup bowler, and he's a high quality pacer. You don't get those people quite easily, and
Hmm.
Mumbai would be very very happy with that. And if Trent Bolt was in auctions, he would have gone for much higher
Actually,
price. It would have
if
been
you
very difficult.
know, I think if you know, maybe you would have known that this trading kind of happened like that. They wanted, they gave him,
Markande.
yeah, they for Markande. Markande was a choice for Delhi Capitals. Ultimately, Markande was again given back to Rajasthan Royals. They bought Rahane for him.
Rahane.
So that kind of thing
Yes.
went in. So if you think in the outset, you have left Trent Bolt for Rahane. I mean, he's a
Mm.
bowler, he's a batsman, so
Yes.
there is no kind of
True.
connection between both of them. So I think
Mm.
they should have played a little bit more smarter. I think Trent Bolt and Rabada in the same team would have made a lot of difference. I mean, no offense to Nokia, he bowled really well, but again, Bolt and Rabada brings in different kind of quality, as you see with Bolt and Bumrah and Bolt. So that's what I'm saying.
True. True. And coming to the match, Delhi again lost their 3 wickets quite early. Then we have seen Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant
Hmm.
making a very good partnership, but they were very, very cautious. They were cautious, and then the moment where they thought, okay, chalo, let's attack, where you felt these people were getting comfortable, again they lost wickets. Again they started losing wickets, and I felt they didn't have that final push. They scored very less in the last 2 overs, and on that, because the pitch seemed fine. I thought the pitch Pasco would have been at least 170.
170.
And once they were 150, there was no pressure on MI, and Decock came. Wow, he went after Rabada.
Yeah.
Rabada is his South Africa's main bowler, and he's the captain right now. He went after him.
Yeah.
He literally butchered Rabada.
Hmm.
See, and we have spoken about this, and I have told it. The chances of Delhi winning is directly proportional to how Rabada plays. If Rabada is having an off day, you see Delhi surrendering. And this has been one big problem with Delhi this season, and I think we even spoke about it, is when they are under pressure, they're not fighting back.
Yeah.
And I felt that 90 partnership was good. They were on that course, but again they lost those wickets. But in bowling department as well, because their strength is bowling. You couldn't see that fire, and Mumbai seemed very, very strong for Delhi.
Yeah.
And at one point it felt like if there was any other team, maybe they would have given much better fight. But I think it's the pressure, and more than the pressure, see, Delhi are playing this finals with 8 matches, 6 losses and 2 wins.
Yeah.
That is their form.
Yeah.
More or less, it will play in your mind.
Correct.
So you can't be like, I think that is where they had an issue with, not with the talent, not with their plans, but I think somewhere this is a very, very long tournament, and they had bio bubble and everything. And mind you, this is a very young team.
Yeah.
We do, in this thing we do criticize them a lot, but this is a very young team. Rishabh Pant is very young; is below 25. Prithvi is below 25. Rabada is 25. Iyer is 25. It's a very young team. The core of the team has been very, very young, and so I guess that they were mentally out.
Especially when you lose the
having all these
wickets of the
wickets.
first ball, no? I mean, losing the wicket of the first ball, the star of your previous match, when he goes out, when he goes dismissed for the first ball, then I don't think you have any kind of motivation left. But yeah, again, they had this psychological block as well, right? The Mumbai Indians have beaten them, for 3 times before coming into the finals, and they have, and that too very convincingly. You can't say that they were like, there was a tight contest. No, in all the 3 matches you have seen Mumbai Indians completely dominating DC in every department of the game, especially the second league game where they played in Dubai. That was a complete one-sided affair. So I think that also played in their mind. I think, yeah, I mean, they will take a lot of heart from this tournament. They have played well, I guess, and they will really come back. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think you actually brought in a very good point. Yes, I think they had the psychological block against Mumbai. They lost 4-4. We have seen it even in 2018 and 2019. So I think this is a real issue with most of the teams. I think they start getting intimidated. So I think it's very, very important for teams to at least beat one team. At least beat them once. All the teams, you have got to beat them at least once when you go into the playoffs. I think that should be the plan. But nevertheless, this is a very long tournament, very, very tough. This year it was very tough. And if we are reaching to the finals, it doesn't matter. Okay, they didn't show up, they would be disappointed. But if you reach till up to that point, means something.
Yeah.
That's definitely something. And they have improved by last season. Last season they finished third.
Yeah.
This season they finished second. So I think they'll take a lot of heart, a lot of confidence, and they'll play again. The next IPL is in 4 months.
Yeah.
So they can take that. As far as Mumbai is concerned, I think they had the most flawless tournament. I don't remember any season where one team has dominated like this.
Yeah.
All their victories were dominating, and even what they lost, most of the matches were very close. Against Kings 11 they lost, but they had 2 super overs. Against RCB they lost, but they lost it in super over.
Hmm.
I think only against SRH was the only match where they lost by 10 wickets.
Yeah.
But despite that, I think they literally dominated all the all the teams, all the
Yes.
matches. This has been one flawless tournament, and I think everybody would agree that Mumbai deserve it.
Yeah.
So let's see. We have to see in 2021 whether these people would want to come up and
Hmm.
make it three in a row.
Hmm.
See, there has been a lot of rivalry between CSK and Mumbai.
Hmm. Hmm.
And though if you're reading this social media accounts, all these Chennai fans were saying, we are the only team which
Yeah.
defended the title, and Mumbai did that, and they would like to go one up, try to win that because it's only 4 months time. Yes. So yeah, I think it's little sad that IPL
Yeah. I mean,
has been over. But one word on IPL commission, because they have taken a lot of hard work,
yeah.
a lot of chances, and to organize this thing. It wasn't at all easy. What do you think about it? Making it that much big bio bubble, not in your country, some other country. And in starting, they had issues with positive cases, but
Hmm.
afterwards there were no positive cases. So a word on BCCI.
Yeah, when this pandemic outbreak happened, when it came just close to that IPL scheduled, beginning time, when it was supposed to happen originally in India. So at that point of time, somebody would have told me that no, we will conduct IPL in 2020. I wouldn't have believed it, to be very honest with you. But the way the BCCI has made this effort, and they have come up with this humongous effort, you would have never imagined. Even Ganguly spoke about it. Coming into this, saying bio bubble. I don't know how bio bubble will work for us. We are playing in UAE. How
Yeah.
without crowd, how IPL will be? There were a lot of questions
Yes.
regarding all these things. But apart from all of that, the moment that IPL started, right, the first ball was bowled. I think everything was shattered. Like everything, like cricket is the main thing. Everyone, nobody, even thought that no, there is no crowd, and everybody is like became a routine. It's
Yes.
7:30. People are ready to watch the match, and honestly,
Mhm.
for me also today, right, 7:30 happened, no match, and I'm also kind of feeling a bit like what to do. Yeah, I
Withdrawals.
mean, yeah, that kind of a feeling, vacuum feeling is definitely there. And that's what IPL does it to you, right? It's more than a tournament. It's like a family festival for all of us. It's like family will
Yeah,
sit together and watch matches. It's really hats off to BCCI for pulling it through. I mean, it deserves a lot of
yeah,
credit to them.
it's yes, lot of credit because IPL has entertained throughout India, and they have a lot of viewership
Hmm.
as well. So thank you, BCCI. So that's it, guys. From us, IPL 2020 is over. We'll see you guys in some other videos. Tata, bye bye.
Bye bye.